How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're actually going to be talking about something pretty interesting. I guess this is kind of going to be considered like a automotive news video. It's not necessarily confirmed yet. You guys probably already seen the title. So we're actually going to be talking about the possibility of the Apple Car, or when we should be seeing the Apple Car. Currently there's a bunch of different concepts. Apple has already had this project going on since 2014, and the car is expected to come out, I believe, in 2024. So again, still plenty of time, but I kind of wanted to just take a deeper dive into it and show you guys what we already know and show you guys what is already kind of public, so we can kind of make any assumptions based off that. So before we actually get into today's video, I did just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a merchandise giveaway very soon. I basically want to do it right when I hit like 1,500 subscribers, and it's only going to be open to my subscribers and my subscribers only. So if you have been subscribed to my channel, obviously this is the first giveaway that I'm planning on doing, and I believe it's probably going to be just like $100 of my merchandise. So you can just go on my store and like pick out like $100 worth of merch, and then I'll basically just ship it to your house, obviously whoever wins. But that being said, it's pretty much just going to be open to my subscribers. So if you haven't already, definitely be sure to go down there, hit the subscribe button, and that'll basically get you automatically entered to win $100 worth of my merchandise. So now anyways, kind of going right into this article. This article is actually probably the most interesting to me. Again, like always, I'll leave all the links to these articles down in the description below, but this is probably the most interesting article that I found, because it's actually talking about Tesla and the fact that Apple has been bringing on like a bunch of executives actually from Tesla in this new year. So that definitely is pretty interesting, and it's basically just like the title suggests. It basically just goes over the candidates for who's actually going to build the Apple Car, like what company they're going to outsource the production and manufacturing for the car to. So the first candidate is actually a Taiwanese company called Foxconn. It says here that Foxconn has built a lot of Macs and iPads, and it looks like they also have a manufacturing deal with a Chinese electrical vehicle startup company. So that is definitely interesting. Not really a name that I've heard of. The second one is actually Magna. Magna is actually produced, I know off the top of my head, they've produced different chassis for like different European companies, automakers. So yeah, you can see right here that two automakers that have already hired them are BMW AG and Jaguar Land Rover. And Magna is actually based in Canada, which is pretty interesting that they do make the or they do have a manufacturing deal with those different European automakers. And it also does say down here that this was actually kind of like the first company that Apple like really reached out to almost over 5 years now, when they first started this Apple Car project. So that definitely would be a pretty good fit for Apple. And now going down, we have either Hyundai or Kia as well. I don't know why they grouped them together. And it looks like they do both have plants in the South, and Alabama and Georgia, which is actually pretty interesting. Now, one that I actually thought was really kind of random was Nissan, and I say that simply because I don't really think that, and it doesn't say here in the article, like Nissan and Apple haven't really had a previous relationship, but this second bullet point actually does kind of draw on a pretty interesting, like, I guess, theory. And it pretty much just states that, with 2019 being so bad for Nissan, that they would, they might be looking to just kind of, I guess, diversify, expand, and just really try to, seek out these different new deals. And obviously, getting a manufacturing deal from someone like Apple would definitely help Nissan financially from the business end for sure. Plus, I also feel like Nissan is putting out some, pretty exciting cars. A lot of people thought that Nissan and Infiniti, they were going to go belly up. But honestly, I do think that Nissan is making a really good comeback. I, for one, am very, very excited for the new 400Z to come out in this year. I know that's not really related to the Apple Car, but I figured I just wanted to mention that as well. And for the last company that is a candidate for actually making this Apple car is Stellantis. Let me know in the comments if I said that wrong. So it looks like this company actually formed just last month through a merger of PSA Group and Fiat Chrysler, which is pretty interesting. So I guess that this is just like a new and upcoming company that's looking for manufacturing deals from any and every automaker. And obviously Apple really hasn't been an automaker at all, so maybe this would be actually a good match, considering that this company is new and Apple is new to the auto industry. Now that we kind of went over the candidates, just kind of moving on, going to the Wikipedia page for the Apple electric car project. For the most part, in 2014, 2015, that's when this was kind of really started. Again, I'm really trying to just summarize all this info. I did, briefly read through it before, but for the most part, like Apple's, I really don't think they're going to be turned into someone like Tesla, where Tesla has different plants. Like Tesla does a lot of their own manufacturing. Apple's mainly going to outsource this project, and if they, sell a lot, which I don't know. I feel like this car, if it actually does happen in 2024, is definitely going to be a meme, around like the regular like car community. But a lot of people are definitely going to buy it just because of Apple's brand. That's why so many people like continue to buy iPhones, even though they're not technically the best phones out there. So now, anyways, going back to the Wikipedia article, this Apple car has kind of started to make waves again, because on January 8th, basically it was reported that Hyundai was in, serious discussion with Apple. However, over here, it says the latest news from just this month, Hyundai and Kia actually confirmed that they are not in talks with Apple to develop the car. So I guess you can definitely cross those off the list of candidates that we went through before, which would, I guess, definitely be good news for someone like Nissan or any of the other manufacturers looking to actually develop this car. Now, this is kind of just off Google Images. I just kind of wanted to bring in some of these renders and stuff, and I just find, I don't know, I feel like this is gonna, it's just, for the most part, and I'm speaking in very, very general terms right now, but for the most part, I feel like electric cars haven't really, looked good. Like, there's been no new electric vehicle that I felt like has really, really stood out to me personally. And I think that trend's definitely going to stay true if Apple decides to make this car. I feel like it's just going to be a freaking iPhone on wheels. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much just going to be it for today's video. I know it was a very, random video, but I did just see a quick article on this new Apple car. I actually didn't even realize that this project has been an ongoing project since 2014. So if you have any more information that I missed or whatever, any other links to any other articles, definitely leave them down in the comments below. And also let me know what your opinions are on this idea of Apple actually making like an iCar or like an Apple car. Personally, I definitely think there's going to be a lot of memes from it, but it's definitely a smart business move from Apple, especially when they're competing with someone like Tesla. Tesla has, I'm pretty sure Tesla's diversified so much where they're also making like tequila, and obviously SpaceX, and just a bunch of stuff that like Tesla has been doing. And Tesla is really, really starting to solidify and make a very, very strong brand name for themselves. But again, Apple, so many people are just like obsessed with Apple products. So I'm sure this car would sell even if it was a complete, turd. But that being said, again, we still don't know if this is actually going to be a thing or not, because this is all like hypothetical. And if it does come out, it's going to come out in, 4 years. And again, guys, definitely be sure to subscribe down below to get automatically entered into my first giveaway. Again, $100 worth of my merchandise I'm going to be giving away to one subscriber, and it's only going to be open to my subscribers. So like always, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.